to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press...
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Everybody here, man. Everybody in the house. What's up? Let's go. Yeah, it's enough. It's enough. Enough damn music. You guys ready? I'm ready. Enough, Johnson. Enough. Man. Here we go. There we go. That stopped. All right. What's up? What up? You okay? All right. All right. Are we okay? Hey, guys, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. And calling number. Bam, okay. All right, we good? We're up on everything. Okay. All right, so you're here, and I'm here. And what up? You people are crazy. Let's make sure we're live on YouTube. I don't think we're up on Facebook. It wouldn't work. I don't know. Wasn't working on Facebook. It's okay. It's what happens. Too many jobs, one guy, too many jobs. Too many damn jobs. Let's try to get it out on Twitter. We got no Twitter following anymore, but you know, what the hell? We give it a shot. Give it a good old college try. How dare you challenge? How dare you challenge the progressive armies? Not Ben Dixon's crew either. People are so sensitive. Let's see if we can find it, Johnson. So, you're tuned into the Tim Black Show. On Tuesdays, we open up phone lines. The phone lines are open. So sensitive. Let's see if we can find it, Johnson. So, phone lines are open. I'm tweeting this out right now. All right. And we are live. We are live everywhere. The phone number's up. Phone lines are open today. So if you got something to say, say it. Say it with your chest, Johnson. The Wolfpack crew is in the house. Let me give it up for all my people that support the show, to keep the show going. Give it up for my Wolfpack. Let's do that. Let's do that. For the record, Tim Black is not a white supremacist. For the record, I don't coddle white supremacists. For the record, I don't roll with white supremacists. For the record, you ain't supporting getting us out the dish. You are one. Yes. Uh-oh. Y'all guys ready? You guys ready? Tim Black's Wolfpack is in the house. Thank you so much, all my moderators. If you're in the house, thank you. Supporters of the show. Fighters for justice. What up? Let's get the energy up, guys. Let's get the energy up a little bit. Come on now. I know you're used to what you usually watch. This ain't it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's like you've been fed cucumbers your whole life. You didn't know it was pickles. You didn't know there were spicy pickles and hot pickles. You've been eating the same old damn cucumbers. Let's go. Okay, so typically I have a little monologue. Other than me being really punchy at mofos, I don't really have one today. But I do have stories. And we'll see what we come up with because we have the ability to freestyle. That means to make up things off the top of one's head. The term was coined by rappers in the early 80s in a music genre called hip hop. I'm going to give a big shout out to the doctors that joined me on my great panel earlier tonight. Give it up for those doctors, Dr. Kira Banks, Dr. Rihanna Anderson, and Dr. Enrique Niblet. Give it up for them. What a rewarding show. What an informative show. What a down-to-earth call of action show. What a guide to better emotional health. Now, the title of it was Black Folks Taking Care of Yourself. Mental health for black folks. But if it works for black people who are really, truly being degraded in this society and have been so since its inception, if it'll work for us, it'll work for you. So, yeah, I wouldn't let the fact that these are three black doctors deter you, nor be deterred by the name, the title. So if it's going to work for us, it should work like hell for you. So check that out, even if you ain't black. Okay, so, wow, guys. Wow, I'm really dumbfounded. But before I get to what's got me twisted a little bit, it's going to be funny, but and also real, hard-hitting. Tamara Johnson-Shealy will be my guest tomorrow, Johnson. Tamara Johnson-Shealy. Smart sister, powerful sister, inspiring sister out of Georgia running for Senate. She will join me to discuss her platform. Yes, her platform. Her campaign run in 2020. Her campaign run in 2022. Did I say her platform? Yes, her platform, which includes the black agenda and a case for reparations, folks. Give it up for Tamara Johnson-Shealy. It's going to be something. Oh, we're going to have a good conversation. Oh, we're going to have some fun talking about the issues and not being afraid to talk about the issues. All right. Is anybody up? What's going on, Bose? What's up, David? What's up? What's going on? How y'all feeling, Keith? What's happening? How y'all doing? My people in the green. I love seeing my people in the green. Thank you for supporting the show. We appreciate you over here. Dolores, New World, Tyler. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. The YouTube guides would put this out. Maybe people would stop through so we could get started. But I'm just going to go ahead. Let's plow ahead with what we got. AOC. There's a video that was put out, a meme, okay? One of those punchy little jokey video things that are supposed to be funny, but make a point, but leave a sting. One of those is posted by Representative Gosar out of Arizona, depicting AOC as some big, I don't know. I'm not really into the anime stuff. Not really my thing. Don't mind if it is yours, but it's not my thing. So this thing made a splash, right? Because he kills AOC in the thing or something. Here is what we got. The video, which was first posted Monday to Gosar's official Twitter account, did not appear on his profile Tuesday evening. A Twitter spokesperson told The Hill in a statement that the only enforcement action who took on the tweet was placing a public interest notice on it for violating our hateful conduct policy. Uh-oh! The quarterback is toast. So he self-censored himself. He censored himself. He took down his own meme. No. So I saw it on YouTube, okay? It's got like music, there's no dialogue, and just a bunch of imagery. It's got that weird Republican lady, Bobart or Breitbart, whatever she is. It's got her in it. It's got Gosar and it's got AOC in it. Just weird. It's just, what is this? What is this? Is this? It says that Gosar's video sparked controversy throughout Washington, leading top Democrats to denounce the congressman and perceived violence in the animation. I did see where he responded to the criticism by going, "My team's very creative. They off the hook, Johnson. My team's off the hook." Remind me not to say off the hook again. When an 80-year-old white guy starts using our vernacular, it's time for me to step up the vernacular. I gotta go hang out with my son and his friends, come up with new things to say. Off the hook. Gosar's character. In one scene, Gosar's figure strikes another character in the back of its neck with a sword. That character was edited to include Ocasio-Cortez's face. What? What's wrong? I remember when people were yelling and spitting and cursing and threatening her in long-form video. So I know they have no problem with this. This is great for them. They love this. You know how much money there is in bashing AOC? That's not why they do it to him. They do it because it's right. Gosar's character is also seen confronting Biden with two swords in hand. Well, I guess you should, since he's the fucking president. So if this doesn't show you what I've been saying all this time, I don't know how long Gosar's been in Congress. He's a congressman, right? It'd be kind of weird, a senator going after a congressperson. But I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know this guy Gosar. I don't follow. But he's going after AOC in the video, and that's what gets all the air, gets all the publicity after going after AOC. But like, she ain't powerful. I mean, not really. I mean, she's more powerful than me, but she ain't more powerful than Joe Biden. And she's damn sure as powerful as Joe Manchin. But he knew in order to get publicity, what did he have to do, Johnson? What did he have to do? He had to go after AOC because that's the only way he's going to get any ink, baby. That's the only way he's going to get any ink, baby. And I've been trying to tell people this for a year now. I've been trying to tell you for a year now. That's why people do it. But no, Tim, you're wrong, Tim. You couldn't possibly be right, dog. You don't know what you're talking about, dog. You just want to defend her. I'm saying, no, it's a marketing campaign. It's a marketing tactic. He just proved it. He's in Congress. He's a Republican. Joe Biden is his arch enemy. But not for him, it's not, because that won't get him any ink. So why does this congressperson choose to go after AOC instead of Joe Biden when AOC's in New York and he's in fucking Arizona? Because what, Johnson? Why? Let's use our inside voices real quick. And use our big boy pants, big boy thinking skills. Let's put our thinking caps on. That's it. Let's put our thinking caps on for a second. Why is this grown-ass man, twice her age, using cartoons to go after a second-term congressperson in a state he is not in? Why, Johnson? Because it works. It works for what? It works for publicity. It works to get the word out. That's what it's for. Him going after Joe Biden is a footnote in this shit. No one cares about that. Why does no one care about that? Will we at least concede that it's a good marketing strategy to go after AOC? Can we at least concede and that it may also be a good profit model, business model? Can we at least concede that I'm not a fucking idiot when I tell you there's money and sense in money in this? Sort of like Russiagate, there was money in it to propagate that and to keep that going? Can we concede that both sides make money and that there are people intent on making money over more than other things that they're over-indexing on the making money portion? Can we at least concede that in this capitalistic system that there are people who are not so much as fair actors as you believe, that they're also one of their main goals, that maybe their most top priority is making fucking money? Can we at least concede that we realize that this is a motive and a motivation? And to point that out, it's not to defend. I never said she's a good congressperson, a great person. I think she is shitted on black folks as far as reparations, so she's working against my primary goal. But that ain't got nothing to do with this. And frankly, I don't give a shit about the meme. I thought it was lame. 90 seconds. I liked the Donald Trump one where he was like the wrestling I like the wrestling meme. Remember the wrestling meme? And it was like a chair, and it was him. I think it was him and Hillary or something. I thought that was funny. This is not my thing. I wasn't into it. Despite the clip being taken down, not taken down, yeah, it was taken down, but not by let's keep it real. It was not taken down by Twitter. It was not taken down by Twitter. The rep took it down. Let's keep it 100. Heel. The squill. The swill. Okay, so Gosar's character is also seen confronting Biden with two swords in one hand. Throughout the animation, footage of migrants arriving at the southern U.S. border is shown. Gotta throw on the blacks. Gotta show diversity. The Arizona Republican defended the video in a lengthy statement Tuesday evening, contending that the animation was symbolic of an immigration fight that he says will take place in the House when it takes up the Democrats' social spending package. Gosar said the chaotic, lawless wind blowing throughout the video is symbolic of what he dubs Biden's open border policies, adding that our southern border is being invaded by illegal aliens. He also continued to criticize AOC, whom he referred to as Congresswoman Cortez. Our country suffered from the plague of illegal immigration. The cartoon depicts the symbolic nature of a battle between lawful and unlawful policies. Policies, that's what it is? Surely, sir, you don't suggest that that shit I saw was policy-driven. Really? There's no dialogue. Just like a standard issue Republican, full of shit. In no way intended to be targeted against Representative Cortez or Mr. Biden. You can't, dog, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. They're going to say whatever they want to say. You have no control over how people smear you. At least own what you did, dog. At least you put out a 90-second clip where you only picture two Democrats, Biden and AOC. I put out an hour-and-a-half show where I talked about 7 people. And somehow, my good progressive friends made it about one person out of the 7. And then said I was a misogynist. No, I'm not letting it go. Fuck them. My friends, the congressman said, I was right, he is a congressman. There goes something. Damn, I didn't know he was a congressman. How many people know this guy? How many people know this guy, Gosar? Going after the ladies. The ladies. The congressman said that AOC's figure in the video represents the Democrats' immigration provision in the Democrats' package. And the Biden's appearance in the video symbolizes his administration's decision. Oh, get the shit. Get the shit. That piece of paper symbolizes the two-party system, and the way and the crumbling, as I brought it up, symbolized the crumbling of the infrastructure package and the buckling of the Democrats to the whims of corporate America. This is important to know. $1.7 trillion of the package includes immigration initiatives that would provide up to 10 years of work authorization for undocumented individuals living in the U.S. I think it's hilarious. You know, AOC was, she put out a tweet about it being offensive and go get him and bad, bad, bad. And, you know, we do have morons and idiots and crazy people amongst us who, and I don't mean, I don't want to use the term, I shouldn't use that term, right? Because You're stigmatizing those with mental health issues. Okay, we have people that are unhinged, okay? That's always a risk. Always a risk. You put out anything. People get charged up on it, they get radicalized behind it. That can happen at any time. You do not make them radicalized. They already, there's like 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. You add that last potato, and then, French fries. So that's always present. But if you asking me, Johnson, I didn't find it offensive. I found it corny. But it worked, so people want to get mad. Now it's down. It has been taken down. So that's one thing, guys. I thought it was interesting. Moving on. Radio host says he won't eat until Congress passes voting rights legislation. Our good friend Joe Madison, the bald eagle, the black eagle. I'm the bald eagle. Mr. Madison has hair. An African-American radio host says he won't eat until Congress passes voters' rights legislation. As a political protest, I'm beginning a hunger strike today by abstaining from eating any solid food until Congress passes. And President Biden signs the Freedom to Vote Act or the John Lewis Voting Rights Amendment Act. Joe Madison, host of SiriusXM's Urban View, said on his show on Monday, Joe, you are already slim enough, brother. I need to go on this. Damn it, Mr. Madison. I need this. I need to stand up for something. Maybe I should go on a hunger strike. Okay. And I repeat, just as food is necessary to sustain life, the right to vote is necessary to sustain democracy. Oh my God, give it up for Joe Madison. I can't go to war with everybody. I gotta have some friends. It ain't gonna be white progressives. So, Joe Madison, what up, brother? I saw it. Brother, my brother. That cushy interview you gave that time that I talk shit about, brother, let it go, brother. I love you. Last week, Senate Republicans blocked the legislation from starting a debate on a voting rights bill named after the late Representative John Lewis. Other legislation on voting rights bills would have gone beyond bolstering the Voting Rights Act of '65. He also failed to advance in the Senate last year. Last week's version picked up low-key moderate votes in Senator Lisa Murkowski and Senator Joe Manchin, but still failed to garner the 60 votes needed to move forward. They can't get 60 votes on voter rights. Give me a damn break, Johnson. What good are they? What good are they? They deserve to lose. They are dysfunctional. Come on, Johnson. That's dysfunctional as hell. You can't get 60 votes on some shit for black people. Without us, you wouldn't even have a freaking chance of ever governing anything other than a Chuck E. Cheese or a Little League group in Poughkeepsie. And we can't get you to do this. You can't do this. You can't garner the troops on this. You can't circle the wagons on this. Mr. Madison, I submit to you that maybe we should go a step further and say, if we can't get these Democrats to step up and get this done, we should not put your life in jeopardy. We should put the party in jeopardy. We should put the party on life support. Not you, sir. You should not be the one on hunger strike. How about we hunger strike them in the way of votes? Because that's the only thing they recognize, the only thing that they would respect, the only thing that they will listen to. Vote, let's hold back them on some solid votes and them on some solid donations, Johnson. Let's do that. Let's hold them back on that. Let's make them abstain to getting our fucking vote, Mr. Madison. Let's do that. That's right. I'll read a quote from here from Mr. Madison out of respect for his solidarity, his staunch stance. It is what drives me and inspires me. So I begun this hunger strike. I would say this in solidarity, let me repeat, in solidarity with all those calling on Congress and the President of the United States to protect our voting rights. Mr. Madison, I love the tenacity. I admire it. I find it very invigorating. Some will call it a stunt, but all things in political theater are stunts. It's the stunts that we do that get publicity that furthers the conversation and the narration. What is anything that you do? All direct actions are stunts. Dumb. Everything you do is a stunt. As if you mean a spectacle, a show of force, a show of passion, a show of solidarity, a show of staunch, right? Pushback and rebellion. That's what activism is. You stand out in the rain and block something, or you stand out, or you do a sit-in, or you go on a strike for a reason. To show your support for something. So I don't have a problem with it. In fact, I support it. I want to applaud you on this. Here's the thing, though. If you ain't willing to withhold them damn votes, if you ain't willing to withhold that money, Sonny, that money, my brother, you dig? If you're not willing to withhold the money, then I don't see it, man. If you're not willing to stall them out when it comes to the voting time in the voting booth, if you're not willing to play hardball, and that's the hardball, your personal safety is not the hardball. That ain't playing hardball. They don't give a shit about you, Joe Madison. I don't mean no disrespect. This is a country that steps over veterans on the way to pick up dogs off the street in the wintertime. Come on, Johnson. We still got 9/11 responders who haven't been compensated. Their families haven't been compensated. Come on, man. We got to bring in comedians like Jon Stewart to bring attention to 911 responders dying of cancer. Dog, come on, man. I don't care about you. What they may care about it. I'm not even certain they care about it because it's one party. It's one party, Joe. Now, see, there I go. I'm in the doghouse again because Joe don't like that type of talk. This is not going to ingratiate me to the masses. I'm not going to be it. I'm not going to have any friends. I have no friends because I talk this type of realness. I don't know, man. It is what it is, John. So give it up for brother Joe Madison on his hunger strike. Joe, eat some damn food. Don't worry about this shit. They don't pass that voting rights bill. Tell everyone who listens to you not to vote for him. How about that shit? You might lose your show, though. You might lose your show. Governor Phil Murphy out of New Jersey barely won his re-election to the governorship. Almost lost the governor's mansion in New Jersey. It would have been a catastrophic night because they did lose it in Virginia. Phil Murphy went on Meet the Press. He talked about it, Johnson. He said, the only thing that saved his seat, that saved the governor's mansion in New Jersey, that they had implemented expanded pre-K, they had raised the minimum wage, and invested in infrastructure. If they hadn't, he would have lost. Let me get this right. Good old Phil is saying, people wanted shit to get done. It wasn't enough to come up with corny slogans like build back better, build back better. We had to actually, or should I say, they had to actually focus on policies that would make people's lives better? Shit. Woo woo wah wah. Chaba. Chicka chicka chang. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Well, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. He's right, and it will continue. Look, guys, I'm not so certain there is a solution to this other than I don't know what's going to take in 2022. I don't know. I'm not convinced the Democrats want to win bad enough that they're willing to make any concessions to the blacks or poor whites. For some reason, we can't get it together. For some reason, we can't come together. I say black agenda needs to happen, or black people need to go away. Poor whites say, I hate CRT. What else do they say? Gas prices. They say gas prices. I don't know, guys. I think the Democrats. I'm just not convinced that they're willing to do anything for anybody. I think since it's basically a one-party structure that we have, with a few outliers here and there, and that people are absorbed by the core. The core of this thing is attracting. It attracts people to it. It sucks them into it, and all I'm saying, guys, I'm not convinced that there's any hope within this, but. If what you have to do, I think what you have to do with politics is you have to try to find some types of wins, because the problems that are facing our communities are bigger than any one of us, any one person. So it takes government to resolve. It takes government to get involved. You cannot just turn your back on the electoral process. I mean, you can turn your back on it, but somebody's got to pay attention to it, because your couple of dollars that you donate to something is not going to get it done. Some things are bigger than what we can individually do. You get what I'm saying? Nice thoughts and being a good person does not make the water clean. Okay? Nice thoughts of being a good person, saying hello to your neighbors, though I applaud that and I support that 100%. That won't change if there are going to be jobs, new jobs created in your infrastructure, if there's going to be an internet that works. It's not going to legalize marijuana, if it's not going to slow the school to prison pipeline in black schools, in black communities. The over-policing that we experience, all these things that we experience, I don't see us being able to tackle that effectively without the use of electoral politics. I mean, that's how I see it. I think there are other things we can do, of course, but this has to be a part of the puzzle. So, look, Phil Murphy, pre-K, raise the minimum wage, invest in infrastructure. They're going to have to go a couple steps further, because Governor Murphy, he barely won. He barely won. Now, some would say in Virginia they barely lost. But that's what you want to camp on? That's what you want to bank on, barely's? I saw some ratings, folks, of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's approvals being down. Woo! Kamala's numbers were so low, I thought we was doing a polo, or thought somebody was playing kickball. I don't know what that was. Dodgeball. What the somebody trying to duck? What is this we were doing here? Her numbers are so low, man. They were lower than low. Low. Barry White low. Just low. Low. How you doing, baby? How you doing? They were low, man. Goodness gracious, like 28% approval. Goodness gracious. I'm unknown that I can do I can get 26. Just show up with a shirt on that says, "Go, Brandon, go." And I get 26. Nobody have to say anything. So anyway, I don't think Democrats are going to listen to you, Governor. Okay, so anything else? Oh, okay. So they rest the case. It looks like they rest in the what's his name? Rittenhouse thing. Yeah. So the prosecution rests. Now the defense is going to call as witnesses. They may call everyone's pride and joy, the bouncing baby boy of white supremacy. The militia, little milquetoast militia, sunshine, ray of sunshine. Kyle Rittenhouse. They may call him to the stand. He may testify. Now, that would be stupid. Doesn't look like he has to. I mean, he's got a judge that was giving him massages. You know, the judge loves him. Told him to sit on his lap. He tell him what he wanted for Christmas, and Rittenhouse said, hey, walking papers. So that looks like that's going to happen. You want to get people riled up on Facebook? Just say Kyle Rittenhouse needs to be treated like we treat black people. Oh, Jesus Christ, Tim Black. How dare you want this young white kid to go to jail? I'm saying treat him like you treat other black people. What's wrong? Are we admitting that black people are not treated so well? All I'm saying is treat him like you treat us. All I'm saying is treat Rittenhouse like you would treat a black teenager. High school dropout who took a gun they weren't licensed, they should not have had, to a place they don't live, to do things they weren't contracted to do. And then 2 people ended up dead. It's amazing that Kyle Rittenhouse shot one person. People chased him because he just shot and killed someone. And then everyone goes, he's a victim because people are chasing him. Well, they're chasing him because he shot and killed somebody. They thought he was an active shooter. He shot and killed somebody, didn't put his gun down. And they're making it like, well, after he killed that guy, he was running because he was a victim. He was afraid. I tell you, man, I could just be white once. Oh, man, and if you could just be black once, we could get to the bottom of this, because this shit is crazy. Jesus Christ, just like quick, like pow pow. That's it, just pow pow. You know what I'm saying? For like a day. Just so I could see. Remember Eddie Murphy did a skit like this on SNL where he dressed up like a white person? I just want to see, man. Are you guys honest when you talk to each other? Do you admit it's like, fuck black people, man? Fuck black people. I mean, you admit that's, when you talk privately, do you guys admit that to yourselves? Like, man, fuck them. He ain't black, fuck him. Like, you know, we ain't gonna treat him like we treat the blacks. Like, do you guys talk honestly like that amongst each other? Because whenever you come on my platforms, whenever I look at the comment section with these people, and of course, I'm not talking about my wolf pack, right? I'm talking about generally speaking. All I want to know is, are you honest? I know you're not honest with me. I know a lot of them are not honest with me, guys. All I'm saying is, when they talk to each other, are they honest with each other? Or do they stand in mirrors and lie to themselves? I'm just wondering. He shot a guy and killed him and started running. People chasing him because he just killed somebody. And they're making it like, no, they're chasing him. He has to defend himself. He just killed a guy. In any other scenario that doesn't include little chubby white boys, right? It's just that they hate the protesters. They hated Jacob Blake. Come on, they had a juror who made jokes about the paralyzed guy. Right? And they didn't catch it nor did they want to catch it. So he made it onto the jury, and they found out he's made jokes about the guy, about Jacob Blake. So they removed him. It wasn't about Kyle Rittenhouse, it was about this black guy. Well, that's why Kyle Rittenhouse was there, because of the black guy that got shot. Remember, he was there to defend the businesses. I just find it remarkable, man. We're just talking past each other. We're both saying the same things, man. We're on the same team. Come on, Johnson. We're on the same team. Y'all don't find this shit crazy at all? He killed a guy. People chased him because he just killed someone. Oh, but I get it. But Ahmaud Arbery, these guys could do a citizen's arrest on a black man with no weapon and kill him. In broad daylight. One of the fuckers hit him with their truck. What am I getting wrong, Johnson? Am I getting something wrong? You're leaving stuff out, Tim. Do tell. Do tell, Johnson, I'm leaving stuff out. I think you're leaving out something too. It's called the truth. So I'm just saying, when you talk to amongst your friends, and there are no blackies there, at least no black people with backbones. Like, you may have your sellout blacks. I'm talking about black people that, who are willing to, tell you to go fuck yourselves. Who don't need you to keep their lights on, who are not afraid you're going to kill them tomorrow, or they're going to burn a cross on their lawn or something, or who aren't dating your sister. I'm talking about black people that respect other black people, who don't throw black people under the bus to get cheap laughs out of you. It's about, those type of black people. There are all kinds of black people, okay? So when you're around black people that are not of the sellout variety, I know you, come on, man. He killed people and people chased him. Kyle Rittenhouse killed a man and people chased him. And for that, he killed one other man. And then, if you don't see the guy that tried to hit him with the skateboard because he just killed a guy, you don't see him as a hero, a fallen hero. You see him as an assailant. Right? Because I'm trying to figure it out, man. All right, guys, we're gonna go to it, man. We're gonna go to it. Can I say something about Astro World? Okay. Phone lines are open. We're gonna go to phone lines if anybody wants to call up. I know it's Tuesday. I know it's late. This is so I can put videos out tomorrow. That's what I do this for. When it's late like this. And I got an interview tomorrow, so it's cool. I'm not saying, I never said that, what's his name? Rapper dude. What's the rapper's dude name? Ain't no such thing as open shut, fam. You got the complexion for the protection from the collection. And his ideology, he's against the protesters. They hate the protesters. Them protesters are Negroes to them. Travis Scott situation. Yo, you guys misunderstand me. Check this out. My job is not to just throw black people under the bus. I don't do that. I don't just throw black people under the bus. Okay? That's not my knee-jerk reaction. Okay? I understand that some people do that. I don't do that. So, but just because I don't throw a person under the bus doesn't mean I'm defending them. If he got to pay money, he's got to pay money. I can't give a shit if he pays money. Do you realize Travis Scott does not have the type of politics that I like? This is a guy who was like, hey man, Mike Brown, well, he probably is into some shit that got him killed. I got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? He pulled a Lil Wayne. I don't agree with that shit. I don't agree with his politics. I don't even know him. I don't listen to his music, nor do I agree with his politics. But my job is to advocate for a black agenda. I can't do that whenever a black person does something. I don't investigate it. I just throw him under the bus. To me, without definitive analysis or extensive analysis, Just because you're at a concert and people get hurt at it, I can't automatically say that you are indifferent to people dying. And there are people saying that. There are people saying he doesn't care about these people dying. And I can't ride with that without some confirmation. But please stop sending me links. I'm not who you need to convince. You don't need to convince me that Travis Scott should have done a better job. You don't need to convince me of that because I'm not on the jury, Johnson. I'm not on the jury. I would like to convince you that black people need something for their vote. Can I convince you of that? Can I convince you that we need something of our vote? I'll give you Travis Scott. Take his name and say whatever you want. Fine. Who cares? These are words. But can I get your solidarity on black reparations and a black agenda? Can we get, since we are 13% of the population and 50% of the homeless population, can we see a correlation between that lack of financial stability as being part of the reason why we are homeless? Can we see a correlation between those things? You quick to draw a correlation between Travis Scott on stage and saying, okay, guys, okay, let's keep the show going or not. People like, keep the show going. You keep the show going. You see a correlation between that and people dying, but you don't see a correlation between us being 13% of the country and being 50% of the homeless situation, and us being denied FHA loans, redlining, being slaves, Jim Crow. You don't see a correlation between those things. But you'll write me about Travis Scott, who's fine. He's fine. He's got millions of dollars. Who cares what he has to pay? But I want to see the same intensity. I want to see the same level of passion when it comes to black people in the prison system, working for slave wages to fuel corporations in accordance with the 13th Amendment that kept us enslaved, barring being imprisoned. Do you see a correlation between that? You don't see a correlation? No, you don't. Do you see a correlation between those things? You're really good at drawing lines between evil black person and deeds and make evil more evil black person, but you don't draw a correlation between evil U.S. government policies, black degradation, early black death, lack of employment, 2% of teachers, 2% of lawyers, okay? You don't see a correlation between these things. Shit policies, no New Deal, no Fair Deal, no GI Bill, no Homestead Act. You don't see a correlation between those things and where we are right now. But you see a very clear, very clear line attaching Travis Scott. So all I'm saying is you are really good at pointing at things that are bad with black people. Can you be similarly good at pointing at things that put black people in the situation that they are in this country right now, 2021? Can I get you to show at least a little bit of effort in being able to do that? Can you show a little bit of tenacity and grit and determination and your investigative skills on this shit that I cover on this show about the plight of black people? Or will you continue to scurry like mice and roaches when the lights come on when I talk about black issues? I had 3 doctors on this show today and could barely squeak out 500 people watching it. But if I had on 5 people bashing AOC, I'm sure we'd have had lined out the fucking wall, out the fucking street, down the street. We'd have had a Travis Scott level attendance here. So that's all I'm saying. That's it. And if you are dense enough not to know that some people don't even, so there are people that know a lot about Travis Scott. They're familiar. This guy's an asshole. I'm not one of those people that follow this guy. If it ain't like Chuck D, 50 Cent, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, like I'm a different era. I don't know what this guy's done or not done. His concert, I had to look that shit up, man. Okay? But what I do know is that America is really good at demonizing black people. I know you watch a lot of different commentators. I get that. I get that you watch these white progressives. I understand you do. I couldn't pull you from doing that. Fine. Not my job. Worry about my own viewership. Worry about what I do. Make my show good. I understand that. But if you are so oblivious to the demonization of black people, how is it that you know more about Tamir Rice and Trayvon Martin's backgrounds than you know about Kyle Rittenhouse? And neither one of these people, both these young men are deceased, and neither one of them had committed a crime. But you know nothing about Kyle Rittenhouse's background. Tell me where he went to school. Tell me what his grades were. Where's his daddy? Where's his mommy? Why wasn't he in school? Why did he drop out of school? What's up with his fascination with guns? Oh, he just uses them for fun. He wouldn't be considered a gangbanger. He wouldn't seem like a wayward kid, would he? Did anyone ever talk about he had adjustment issues? How about his teachers? I remember 4 length documentaries on Trayvon Martin. He ever took a cigar out of a store? So all I'm saying is, like, I'm aware. And that, all that being said, man, I don't give a shit if they sue Travis Scott. But recognize, to be oblivious to the bias level of our country when it comes to black folks, how quickly they get painted. That's what the point was with Alec Baldwin. When I pointed out that Alec Baldwin, it wasn't that Alec Baldwin was a bad guy. It's that, what if that would have happened on a black set? You don't even want to acknowledge, to think for a second, if that would have happened, if Tyler Perry would have shot and killed someone on his set, everything about Tyler Perry's productions would have been in question. Of course it was an accident. I don't think he meant to do it. But just it happening it would have hurt every black film company. I swear to God, if that would have happened on a black set, every black film company in America would be punished for it. Period. And if you don't know that, if you don't understand that, if you don't get that, if that doesn't resonate with you, if telling you that is race baiting, you are an idiot. So we got these people that call themselves commentators. We got these people that talk about race occasionally. But do they really talk about it, Johnson? And do you really want an education on it? Do you really want to learn anything? Or do you want to stay dumb and ignorant and talk out the side of your ass and continue to fund supposedly progressive channels funded by right-wingers who frequent their comment sections to give to their shows and join their membership drives? Or do you want to fund this? Huh? It's a unique offering in the space. It's a unique offering in this space. So don't hit me with the stupid Travis Scott BS. Don't do it. This guy, of course we care about children being killed at a concert. Of course we care about anybody losing loss of life in any capacity that is avoidable is a tragedy. And those responsible should be held accountable. But the level of responsibility and the quickness in which responsibility is laid at the feet, and whose feet it's laid at, is where we must have scrutiny, in which I will have scrutiny. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to be even-handed. You don't have to sit back and look at things. That's my job. That's my job to do that. But I will not throw him under the bus without evidence. And at the end of the day, they're going to sue him anyway. Fine, sue him. I don't give a shit. What I care about is that we see eye to eye, that we understand each other. You got a million channels you could go to that are saying whatever they want to say about this guy. Personally, people are attacking him, saying it was devil music and all types of stuff. Man, I'm not getting into all that shit. It has this imagery that was devil, and people were using the devil, the drums, and doing. Dog. If you can prove that, fine. All I know is some people got hurt in this store. He's got to pay, fine. But please, let's not act. Let's pretend to live in the real world. If I got to accept that America's fucked up, maybe you should have to as well. You know, if I got to accept these things, maybe some of you should have to accept it as well. I get to be black and experience racism, but you get to be white and not even acknowledge it. So that was my point with Alec Baldwin. My point with Alec Baldwin was like, wow, if this would have happened. And these are things that I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do nothing here on this show that most black people don't do in their own living rooms. As soon as they heard there was a shooting on a film set, if you didn't know who it was, you said, oh my God, I hope it wasn't nobody black. Why? Why do they hope that? Because, you know, they will be held to pay. Held to pay, Johnson. I don't think white folks felt that way. That they felt that way. Because it's not going to be held to pay, Johnson. We already get less than 2% of the commercial advertising revenue on cable channels. Less than 2%. Less than 2%. It would be less than that if freak accidents that lost life took place on our film studios. So, I mean, I'm sorry if you don't recognize that that's a thing. It is what it is. All right, guys. So we had a good time here. We had a good time. We chopped it up a little bit. I'm going to put these out as separate videos. Remember, tomorrow I'm going to have Tamara Shealy Johnson on the show. Or Johnson Shealy. It's the other way. And we're going to talk about reparations of Black agenda, her run in 2020, what she learned in 2022 upcoming elections. This is going to be great. I look forward to it. She's going to have a lot to say. She's got an interesting podcast, Keeping Up with Congress. I encourage you to check it out. And by the way, Johnsons, I got a lot coming up. I've decided, since there's only a few people here with me today, I've decided to come out of my cocoon, to not go away quietly, to not walk off into the bygone and bygone. I've decided that we're going to come out swinging, that we're going to do some things, and we're not going to go into a silo. So next week I'll be with Nina Turner. Yeah, I'm being invited on the Nina Turner show, The Conversation, or whatever it's called. I'll be going on Surfs TV to have a conversation with the good guys at Surfs TV as well. Then we got Tamara tomorrow. We just got stuff lined up. I have a Dr. Watson. Remember Dr. Watson came on the show? We're going to talk about CRT and get to the bottom of all this shit. Have a real good conversation with Dr. Watson about CRT. I have not done that on this show. Have not brought in a professor to talk about that. We will address that. It ain't going away. It's working too well for the Republicans. So it's not going away. So it's time people really understood it. So let's get to that. So we just got a lot going on, and we're going to keep a lot going on. By the way, if you have not tuned into my podcast, okay, you need to do so. It's a hot podcast. It's going down. My goal is to make it the best podcast in this genre in the country. That's my goal, to make it the best, the absolutely best. So go to timblackpause.com for the Tim Black Pause podcast. Sign up for it. If you write a review for it and send us a link to your review, we'll send you a couple of cut to check bracelets on the house. We paid for them. We'll handle shipping. It's just to promote the show and also to give something back to our viewers, which are you, our supporters, which are you, okay? So do it and send that to client care at timblacktv.com. If you've already done it, some of you have already done it. We got like 20 reviews up on Apple, 25 reviews. So I want to thank everybody who's done it already. Thanks for writing a review. I appreciate you. Claim your wristbands. How about that? How about you get your wristbands? Okay. That is it, guys. That's all I got. I got nothing but love for you. We're going to call it there. Yeah, we're going to call it there. All right, folks. I'll see you on the next one. Friday, phone lines will be open. And we'll do this again. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Remember, don't let nobody take your cornbread. Wolfpack.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Most news shows
Goodbye.
are suspect. They don't focus on black issues, and when they do, it's fluff. How does that help your life? How does that help your culture? They don't. The Tim Black Show is different. Tim Black gives you news for people who can't stand the news. Real, authentic, researched, entertaining, on point. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Visit www.timblacktv.com today. Get black breaking news, politics, culture from someone you can trust. timblacktv.com. Join us today.
Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't be fooled by corporate media talking heads misleading the people. Get your news and information from an entity that keeps it real. Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to timblacktv.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.